So in this section of the Django tutorial, we are going to dealing with the models as part of this pattern that are used in Django. We have this model view template pattern, and so far we have been creating a view and a template, and now the third step would be to create the model that are actually communicating with a database. And as part of a Django project, there is a built-in SQLite database that we are going to use. And in Django, the model is basically just the data that you want to present, and that is typically data from a database. And these models that we create is typically located in a file in the Django app called models.py. So then let's start with this SQLite database, which is included in the Django project. So SQLite is basically just a text file. In your Django project, there's a file called db.sqlite3, which is actually the database file itself. There are different ways to insert data into that database. Of course, you can do it from your Django application, or you can do it from the command window in the DOS prompt or in the terminal. You can also use a graphical tool in order to insert or update or delete or edit data in that SQLite database. Such a graphical tool is called DB Browser for SQLite. It's a free tool that you can download and install from this web page. And by using that tool, you can easily insert data. You can create new tables, insert data in existing tables. You can update data in existing tables. You can delete data, etc. So we will use this DB browser for SQLite in order to insert some dummy data in our SQLite database. But before we start to insert data in the database, we need to create a model in Django, and that model makes sure that database table is created in the SQLite database. So that's the first step. So then let's create our model, and then we need to open this file, models.py. So far it's empty, but here we are going to create our first model. But first let's go back to the web page. So this is the startup page for the Django project, and this is the startup page for the Django app called company. Just a page, say company page, hello, welcome to the company page. And now as part of our model, we want to create another page or another template, and we want to call it customers, like this. But so far we haven't created it yet, so we will get this error message. But at the end, our Django project will contain of these three pages: this Django startup page, the company page, and that just give an introduction to the company, and then that company has different customers. And in order to find the customers for that specific company, we just need to go to the customers template or view like this. But first we need to create the model for that specific template. So then we just here in models.py start creating our model. So then we want to create a database table in this SQLite database that gives some overview of the customers for this company. So then we can just here, basically a model is basically just a class in Python. And then since we are going to create and use a database table that gives an overview of the different companies, for the different customers of this company, we need to create a class called just customer, like this. And then we can start by defining different fields that we want to have in our model and in our database table. So then we could have a customer name. We could split it into first name like this. We could have a last name field. We could have a field for email, phone, address, and of course we could have different types of information here. We could have a city, whatever. But let's stick to this here: first name, last name, email, phone, and address. So basically that's our model, and that model is going to contain information about the different customers, like first name, last name, email, phone, address, and we could have also added other things here, but let's stick to that. And then next we want that model to be integrated with the database. Then we can use this tool that I was mentioning, this DB browser Lite. So that's a graphical user interface that you can use in order to interface with your database. So if I go here to my folder, and for the project we have this database here, db.sqlite3. That's the SQLite database file. So the first step we need to do here in DB browser for SQLite, that's a free tool that you can download. Then just click here, open database, and then just go to the folder, in my case this Django folder and this project, and then just select this db.sqlite3 database file and click open. And then you can click here on the database structure, browse data, etc. But so far it is empty, so now we need to create this this model that we created here as a table in our SQLite database. And in order to do that, we need to run a command called migrate. Basically that's a procedure in Django that converts this model to a corresponding database table in the SQLite database. So then we need to go back to the command prompt. Or of course we can also use the terminal here in Visual Studio Code. But since I have already activated the environment here in the command prompt, I just use that one. So then basically we just need to run this command, Python manage.py, and then run the command make migrations like this, and then just click enter. And then it says here there will be a create model, customer, etc. And then there is also created a folder here in our project called migrations, where the code for this migration has been created. That's just temporary file that you don't need to focus on, so you just leave it. Go back here and actually run this migrate command. So then we just type Python manage.py and migrate command and click enter. And then you see you get some messages here, and it seems like the migration went successfully. And then basically we can go back to our tool here now, this DB browser for SQLite. Just click refresh here, and then you see now different tables has been created here. Most of the tables are just default tables that are used by different interfaces and modules that is part of Django, but this is the table that we need to focus on now. Since we was creating a model called customer, this migration process created a table here in our database called company_customer. So company is the name of our app, so it's just make this prefix and underscore, and customer, which is in this case customer, is the name of our model, like this. And if you click here, you also see that these fields that we was creating here in the model has also been created as fields here in the database. So we have first name, last name, email, phone, and an address, like this. Also automatically it has been created an identity column, which is just the primary key, and it just every time we insert data into this table, it will automatically increment this ID. The first record will be 1, 2, 3, etc. So basically now we have created the model, which we created here in the models.py file, and by doing this migration, the actual database table has been created for us. So the next step now is just to create some dummy data in our database. So then basically I can just right click on the table, click or select modify or browse table, and then you go to this folder, browse table, and then you see so far the table is empty, there is no data inside the table. And then we can select here, insert a new record in the current table, and then you see we are able now to enter the different information for the different columns. So let's start with our first name. We have our first name Elvis, last name Presley, email is elvis.presley@usn.com or something. Just make it a little bit bigger so you can see everything. Like this. And then you can enter a phone. Let's say he has the phone 1211111 or something. An address, Memphis or something. You can add a new one. So I select insert a new record. Then yeah, another customer, John Wayne. So john.wayne@usn.com or whatever you say. It's not important what to type here, just to have some data. And then the phone is 222, like this. And he is in Texas, the address. So now we have created 2 customers in the company_customer database. In order to make these changes available in the database, we just have to select this one, write changes, like this. And now these 2 customers will be stored in the database. We can also use here execute SQL to type an SQL command like this, select all from company_customer, and just run this one, clicking this button, execute all, and then you see we have now this company_customer table, and it has 2 customers inside the database, one Elvis Presley and the second one John Wayne.